Again, this is Monday, and then we are in a new week. Um, I want to greet you, congratulations, just as I'm also on a new style. You can see that my microphone has changed, even though it's not a new microphone, but at least you can see the style changed. So let me begin demonstrating this way. If you like it, let me know. Do you like it? Okay, if you do like it, then let's talk about what is also going to happen to Nigeria any moment from now that you should begin to enjoy. Good news, Pastor Tunde Bakare will be the next president of Nigeria. This is in an exclusive interview with This Day on Monday, saying, if you can read it too, says that he has always known since he was age 13 that he would be uh, the next president. So you can see there, if you can read it. So that is our next president speaking there. God bless you as you anticipate. Finally, Nigeria's problems are going to be over. And guess what? It's not the only one. If you remember one man in Kogi, the governor of Kogi State, that has solved all the problems in Kogi State, Governor Yahaya Bello, has assured that in 365 days, Nigeria's problems will be gone. If you support him as the president, if he becomes president in 365, that's roughly a year, all these problems will be over. It's on News Direct. I will fix Nigeria in 365 days. So congratulations, Nigeria. You have so many solutions in your hands. I just do not know why you guys are not taking advantage of all of these options. I mean, solutions that you have. Yahaya Bello is there. At least let him come and replicate what he did in Kogi State, right? In Kogi State, for instance, I think Kogi State is the state that pays the highest to workers, right? Aha. So Kogi State has the best facilities, hospitals, roads, no problems at all, no kidnapping, no banditry, nothing whatsoever. Kogi is the best. Ask people who reside in Kogi State. The schools are the best. Everything, is the best. So we should allow people like this, especially because it's a young man, okay, to come and fix Nigeria's. Allow this man, no go here. Anyways, that is from Yahaya Bello. I move on to New Telegraph. Now, this is Ohanetse talking to Malami. Aha. Says, don't blame IPOB for NSAS violence. Ohaneze. Now, let me quickly provide a context there. Malami has blamed everybody for Nigeria's problems except Buhari and himself. Okay? He has blamed those who started revolution now for the problems of Nigeria then. He blamed Nnamdi Kanu. He blamed Sunday Igboho. Now he's blaming IPOB for NSAS. Now, the only person who is a saint in this government, the only person who is a saint in this government is in this country right now is Buhari. And after Buhari is Malami. The problems we have in this country are caused by the rest of us. You understand? The rest of the problems are caused. So let us accept and start changing for good. Now, you want to blame IPOB for NSAS crisis. He has not blamed SARS. He has not blamed SARS for killing young people in Nigeria, for which people rose to the occasion of fighting for their fundamental human right to even exist too. People have even forgotten the right to health care, insurance, right to other important. People have even forgotten all those ones. At least to even live. Malami was, I don't know whatever happened to him at that time, until people rose. Now, if you want to blame IPOB for destructions in Lagos State, we saw videos. People liberating palliatives locked in warehouses. Excuse me. All of them were IPOB, right? The people who even locked palliatives in the first place, who locked palliative in warehouse, They are the hoodlums. But Malami will not blame the people who stole the palliatives and are going to be using it as souvenirs in their own private parties. Now IPOB. We also saw video. In fact, there's one man called Abisoye, if I get his name correctly. Abisoye, is it Oshodi now? That Balogun, who said the staff of the Oba of Lagos is with him. Excuse me. That Balogun, a gentleman who said he had to keep it because he didn't want the ancestral symbol to be destroyed by the young people who were angry. And these are Isaleko boys, according to. And there was video of them taking the staff out of the palace. Now, those are IPOB boys. Okay, fine. The young people who even came out to do memorial to say, no, this is not going to happen. This Lekki Tollgate has become a symbol, a symbol of a national massacre. And you can't open it anyhow. All of them are IPOB. Shebi? Okay, fine. The person who gave the order to shut the light, to off the light, who gave the order to off the light, now IPOB. The person who drafted military to the scene to start killing young people on October 20th, 2020, now IPOB. All the people reacting are IPOB. Now, all the problems affecting this country, all the problems affecting this country, at the end of the day, is IPOB. The only progress that has ever happened, now Buhari and Malami. But guess what they are doing? Throwing big money in parties of their sons. That is the only thing. This should be a government of executive party and deliberate impoverishing of the masses. Anything different from that, IPOB is in problem. Now, on this paper is making a conjecture. Why foreign investors are shunning Nigeria's economy. If you want to even go very far, I think that one is even not too cool. Let's not even go to foreign investors running away from Nigeria. Let's not go to foreign investors. Let's even talk about Nigerians by themselves. This country is not habitable for anybody. People are looking to escape. Maybe before they will say the Europeans, the colonialists will come, force people into, into chains and take them as slaves. But do you know what the young people of today want? In fact, bring chain. Don't force us. Just tell us where the chain, we will go. Tell us there's chain in embassy, massive chain. In fact, if you don't have chain, we will bring our own chain. Take us as slaves. We want to go. As in, people are tired of their own country. They want to leave. You are looking for investors to come and invest where people are. You are investing in a place where you can find people to buy or patronize what you are coming to invest in, isn't it? But the people you want to patronize what you are bringing in are even they are escaping from the country. Because it's fast becoming war zone. And we can already, no need for any conjecture or theory. Everybody can already tell the reason. Everybody can already tell the reason you can't stay in this country. Every day, kidnapping, banditry, states backed. The state is backing it too. Banditry, kidnapping. You are devaluing your currency. People don't even have. It was yesterday. By the way, let me remind you, my wedding is on the way, 27th of November. Everybody should take note. DSS, you are invited, but don't come and constitute nuisance. Just come, bring gifts. Don't bring letter bomb. In fact, I don't even want to accept gifts. Send money. Send money to me. Okay. That was on a lighter note. My friends and I went to a bar to discuss some planning of the program. And then we ordered, this pack of, what do you call this? Hollandia yogurt. That used to sell for about 800 naira. Now sells for 1,000 naira. But that is not even the end. You opened it and it is not as thick as it used to be. It's so watery, like I prefer to drink water. Yeah. I'm not trying to spoil the product. I'm saying the economy is so harsh that they will pay electricity bill. There will be no electricity for the company. The company will still have to go and purchase diesel. They want to go and print on the pack. It is no longer the price they used to do it. Even the ingredient, the content they put in the product, the milky content, it's no longer. It's everything is expensive. They are now being forced to reduce, not only increase the price, so you also reduce the thickness of the constituents they have in the product. As bad as that. We are even going far. That is a product of 1,000 naira. When last did you buy egg in Nigeria? Egg. One egg is 100 naira now. We used to buy egg for 50 naira, isn't it? In fact, egg used to be 2 for 50 naira in traffic. 2, 50 naira. You are driving in traffic, you are tired. You buy if you have 100 naira, you buy bottled water, buy egg. At the time it became 3 for 100 naira. Now it is 100 naira per egg. What else is left to have increased in price? Sachet water is. People are returning to pure water, ice water, if you remember ice water, before you left Nigeria. So, you understand. So, we don't need to go as far as talking about foreign investors. The environment is hostile. Even Buhari needs healthcare. He runs away. You understand? So, you are going too far looking for how investors are avoiding Nigeria. You are going too far. Nigerians are looking, they have their own chains ready. If you say we want to take slaves now, they will say don't bother to bring chain. We will provide our own chain. Take us. Anyways, if you remember the NCC, NIN, register for NIN identification number before you can get your SIM, otherwise they were going to deactivate your SIM. Now on Punch, subscribers are begging that they should push it 2 more months for the deadline to register NIN. But that is not even the story. You are in Osun State. Okay, you have poultry there. Come to Lagos. Egg is now 100 naira. So let me go back to that story. I said the story is not that people are asking that they should push for 2 more months extension. No. This is the story on Daily Trust. That despite this NIM problem that Malami and the Pantami, this mimimi. I think it's very good I will say Patantami. Malami, Pantami. I think there's another Adamu, Koloma Jaridamu. Now, that despite all those problems they put people in at that time, kidnappers and bandits are still demanding ransom using phones. Yet the people you want to put into problem, the people you want to give problem to, are the innocent people. You say you are going to block their line. You started giving them problems. You made life uncomfortable for everybody. They should go and register in and all that. Okay, fine. They wanted to do that. Okay, they are doing that. What is the outcome of shutting down telcos in Kaduna and other states, by the way? Zamfara and co. What's the outcome? Bandits are still operating. And do you even know what was funny to me? It wasn't even as funny as such. What was even more tiring? We predicted it anyways. When everybody in government, including the military generals, avoided the roads. They avoided the road completely. They now started investing in rail. They now started going by rail. We told them, the moment they notice where you are going through, they will still come for that place. They say, no. Train journey is the safest means of transportation now in Nigeria. We told you, you are inviting these people. When there are no alternatives anymore, they will be forced to concentrate on where you go. Because by the time they are done with the masses, they will come for you. You can't entirely detach yourself from the masses. You are part of us. No matter what means you adopt to transport yourselves. I'm sure some of you are already aware of how they bombed Kaduna Abuja rail line. You see, they are coming somewhere. Now, we told them, that this thing that you guys are doing, hey, yeah, they did everything, including borrowed money, to be building rail line to Maradi in Niger. You know, borrowed money to do everything about rail. And it's not as if they are even doing light rail or something that makes sense. Is it not still the Japa rail that they are still doing? They just painted the coach, give it color green and white to depict Nigeria. But when bandits came for them, we know that they will still cover it. They say, no, it's not bandits. It must be maybe IPOB. Yes, sir. Well, at any rate, they said ICC is now moving in to try to investigate, kidnap of children in Nigeria and all of that. ICC, well, we hope ICC will still be there, useful and relevant when this government ends. Because all those ones that they will finish committing crimes against humanity, they will now go and become ambassador to Nigeria, away in Benin Republic, and seize Igbo there. When this government is over, ICC, we hope you will wake up to task. All these people committing crimes against humanity, to know them, no problems. Now, you see, this is Ansarudin Society saying expose bandit sponsors. They're telling federal government. Now, if you look beneath that, Anambra election, you can't stimulate anarchy, but it tells IPOB. Well, at any rate, if you look at the first one there, Ansarudin is asking the federal government to please expose bandits of sponsor. But I have a simple response for them. I have a simple response for them. Federal government is not interested as far as it is not IPOB or Igboho. In fact, it is as a result of failure of government to go after bandits that people rose out of their own sense of individual protect. Even the Minister of Justice said, protect yourself. So people decided to stand up, rise to the occasion, and protect themselves. Government now started going after those trying to protect themselves. Yes, there will be errors because they are not legitimately empowered by the government. No, let me not use the word legitimately. Government does not authorize them. Okay, they are non-state actors, but somehow they have legitimacy of the people because people support them to help when government failed to protect them. So when Igboho rose to the occasion, say you can't continue killing my people and raping them, and government is backing them. The other time, farmers decided to drive invaders off their farm. The invaders went to bring soldiers. Google it now. Soldiers flog farmers and say allow them to graze cow on your farm. Yeah. So invaders, bandits are authorized to punish people on their farm, to do whatever they like to other people's farms or farmlands. And as a result, people decided to rise to the occasion, protect themselves and defend their land, and government decided to punish the victim further. And Malami will come back and say the terrorists are the people trying to defend themselves. It is well. So the Guardian says banks are in defining moment as e-Naira kicks off today. Sometimes I really won't know whether to laugh or cry. Okay. They were supposed to launch this e-Naira on October 1st, and then they pushed it again. So they said it's starting today, I think, yeah. What that will amount to, I am hoping this will mean that at least Naira will begin to appreciate and the e-Naira will curb inflation that we are experiencing here. If it doesn't, then I don't know. Anyway, just trying to be in the digital, right? Okay, fine. Maybe now, instead of PayPal and other things that we need, by the way, I've been scrolling my PayPal information on the screen for long. Nobody has ever even dared to say, okay, Shegu, even if na $50, ma put for your PayPal. You just did there. Or whether most of they do PayPal again. But at least we don't get in Naira now. I won't know whether that one go inspire people to say, let me in Naira you. Ishegu, let me inaira you. At least whether that now could be the benefit or the advantage of the naira. But this is the last paper for today. It says POS transactions from over 307,000 machines have hit 15.6 trillion naira in 4 years. Now, that is one way to say, okay, we kind of have to understand that technological advancements and helping people do small businesses like this have their own impact on creating employment. So a lot of employment have been created. That is the meaning. Because if you look at this figure, that over 307,000 machines, and the transactions that have run through them have hit about 15.67 trillion naira in 4 years. That means somehow, even though there's no employment or jobs in the country, you know, people are able to at least take advantage of these innovations to start. All right, let me take some comments and then then don't forget again the big story all of you will be, hey, Shegun, your wedding. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, some people ask me, will there be a show? Yeah, there will be Ankara, Cap, and Gili. But I know most of you that are abroad who are the regulars on this show may not be able to even buy or attend. So what we just do, we'll stream it live so that you can watch. What you may just do is to just send money. Say, okay, I will not be there, but take this. Yeah, take this. And then you can support that way. So somebody says footballers church. One year too tough for footballers church. Okay. My Mr. Just Reason, you people always have a free run to jump on abusing pastors. What is Shegun talking now that warrants you talking about pastors, but you people find it difficult to criticize Islam too? Well, when Gumi, let me respond by saying that when Gumi was making statements that people found inflammatory, incendiary, provocative, and all that, people came out to criticize Gumi, not Islam. When we see pastors too, who out of intellectual interest make some statements that are not too cool or acceptable, it's also okay to call them what people feel they are. It does not affect the religion altogether. We are not saying the religion is what is bad. We are saying these individuals who are using the religion to cover face. I hope I am able to clear that. So if you think one pastor is being criticized, remember that we have also criticized Muslim cleric or clerics who have also at one time or the other. Did you remember? Was he a sheikh or what's the rank of that particular person? Yeah, I know you are not talking about me, but I just wanted you to be clear about religion. I don't think they are attacking religion. They are not attacking Christianity. What I think they are doing is going after the individuals using the religion to cover face. I think we should separate religion from these clerics so that we can know exactly what we are holding, not the entire religion. We are not rubbing it off on the whole. I don't think they are also, all these people you are referring to, I don't think they are entirely rubbing it off on the entire religion. I think it is the individuals using the religion as cover to make the statements they are making. So let's be clear. Except you have example that you can hold to say this person went after the religion, that's where we cannot go there. But as far as they're only using the individual clerics who are using religion to cover face, then I think we should be clear about that. All right. So that said, I think we have been able to do justice to the papers for today. And then I want to, my sister in another location, Adiola Fayon, she has the following message for you. And I'd like you to listen. You will understand, she has this prowess, this ability to make points very clear. So listen to her. And that is how I want to close this morning. I love you all.
I'm really inspired by this man's story, even though he's paying us to talk about the ad. But before we get to the ad, ladies and gentlemen, please meet Mr. Abiodun Akinyemi, a man who is looking to solve the big chunk of the housing crisis that we have in Nigeria by making affordable, self-sufficient homes. This kind of homes are becoming more and more popular, by the way, because they are efficient and they are environmentally friendly, and then it costs less to make them if you think about it in the long run. Anyway, before I tell you about the smart homes that he's building, let me tell you a little bit about his story. He's based in Canada right now, and he decided to build a house in Lagos, Nigeria, where he's from. But upon making inquiries, the cost of building a house has increased significantly since he moved to Canada. So instead of using concrete brick throughout his construction, he substituted it with laterite, and he was able to save 30% of the construction cost. Laterite has a lot of advantages, by the way, including warming your home during the cold weather, cooling your home in the hot season. It's cheaper because it's readily available. It's everywhere in Nigeria. It has high clay content, which means it can hold more water. Laterite gives you better air quality. So if you build your house with laterite, you can breathe in better air quality. You can even recycle it. So if you build a house with laterite and you don't like it, you can break down the house and use the brick to build another house. And that's just to name a few of the advantages. But he didn't stop at building his personal house. He decided to make his house self-sufficient, off-grid, which means that he's not going to be dependent on the electricity from the Nigerian government. So he's using solar power, and he's also not going to be using power generator, so there will be no noise, no air pollution. At the same time, he's not using the regular sockaway that everybody uses in Nigeria. He's disposing his own waste material by decomposing it, and he's generating his own water. So once the house is completed, he doesn't need anything from them. And this is why they call this home self-sufficient, off-grid homes. That alone inspires me. The fact that he was able to find an alternative to just spending so much money on building a house. And the fact that he doesn't have to depend on the government, he made himself a self-sufficient house. That is the inspiration for me. But then he took it a step further. So after learning from his own experience, he wants to do the same for others, except that he wants to do it better. If you see the picture of the house, you may not be too impressed by the aesthetic, but he calls this the experimental house because what he has decided to do is to now mass produce this kind of house for other people. In case anybody out there is interested in having a house that will be self-sufficient, he has bought acres of land in Lakeway Beachfront in order to construct an off-grid estate. And what you guys are seeing is what he would be constructing. All these houses would not be using NEPA, and they will be constructed with laterite bricks. If anyone is interested, he's looking for 10 people, just 10 people to start out. The price starts at 34 million naira for 3 bedrooms, and you can pay in installments. He has a contract readily available, readily prepared, which you can share with your lawyer to know if that's a good deal or not. I mean, some people may feel like that's a lot of money, but it's a one-time payment that you no longer have to worry about electricity bill. You no longer have to worry about paying them to empty your sock away and stuff like that. It's a one-time payment that you know that from beginning to end, you know your house is complete and self-sufficient. Anyway, I asked him, by the way, I said, what if someone is interested right now and they decided to pay you, and along the way they decided they're no longer interested, they don't like what they are seeing? And he said to me that your money is refundable, as stated in the contract. He said he will give you back 95% of the money, and the remaining 5% is for administrative charges. He's using a system of interlocking bricks instead of the traditional style of construction. And this system results in a house that is 10 times stronger than traditionally built house, and also more terminally efficient. Each home would have its own fire system and will be conveniently located by a fire hydrant in order to make it easier for fire crews to help just in case of an emergency. We'll be building common areas that will have a gym, a playground, swimming pool, ball courts, grocery stores, and so on and so forth. And more importantly, the houses in his estate will reduce global warming and human carbon footprint. So guys, if you're interested, please check him out. This is his website.
This is brick made with heart. materials. It is fireproof, bulletproof, and it's 3 times stronger than the conventional brick you see out there. You can actually check this out. So let's see how strong it is.